I'm Kaylee, and this is my Jane Austen July wrap-up. I just love doing Jane Austen July every year, and this year I really enjoyed it. I didn't set myself too many challenges, and so I feel like I was just able to enjoy. So the main thing that I did for Jane Austen July was I reread Persuasion. I think this is my third or maybe fourth time reading it, and every time I read it, I just love it more and more. So I've done a separate review of Persuasion, and I will link that up above and down below so you can go over and watch all of my thoughts about how much I love Persuasion. I also rewatched my favorite adaptation of Persuasion, which is the one from 1995. I talked about this in my review video of Persuasion as well, so of course you can go over and see my thoughts about this adaptation. I think there were just so many things that they really nailed it. They really got certain casting and characters and scenes and dialogue just right. I think this is maybe the, I don't know, 7th or 8th time that I've rewatched this adaptation, and I just love it every time. The second thing that I was going to read was a contemporary author of Jane Austen, and that was Victor Hugo, and I was reading Luminous. However, I got about 46% of the way through, and it just started kind of making me depressed. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break from Luminous for maybe a couple of weeks, and then I'm going to dive in and read the rest of it. But I was getting a little bit tired of Luminous. So I'm still reading it, but just need a couple of weeks away from the misery of Luminous. For the modern adaptation, I rewatched again for the 20th time, Clueless. Somehow I just never ever get tired of Clueless. I mean, I practically have the whole movie memorized at this point. But I just love it. It's just so iconic and so funny and such a delight. I also rewatched for the, oh goodness, for the 20th time, the 1940 movie adaptation of Pride and Prejudice with Laurence Olivier. He is my favorite Darcy. I just adore Laurence Olivier. I know that they changed the story in this one. They kind of cut out some things and they moved around some different scenes and they completely changed the ending, but I just don't care. And I know that all of the costumes are wrong, like it's not even set in the right kind of time period, and I just don't care. There are so many things wrong with this adaptation, but I just love it. I mean, the things that they do get right, they really get right. And there's this great chemistry between Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, and it's just so lovely. I never get tired of rewatching this one. It's just brilliant. It really is brilliant. And I also watched for the first time Love and Friendship, which is an adaptation of Lady Susan. It was fine. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was okay, but I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't really connect with anything that was going on. It all just seemed kind of dry, and I wasn't emotionally invested in what was happening or in the characters or anything. I don't know what it was. All the elements were there, you know, all the elements of a fun Jane Austen movie, and somehow I just didn't even care. Leave me a comment down below and let me know, what is your favorite Jane Austen movie adaptation? And did you watch Love and Friendship and you were just kind of like, eh? I don't know. Or did you love Love and Friendship and you think I should rewatch it and give it another chance? And please leave me a comment and let me know, what have you been reading for Jane Austen July? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.